Yo, what is going on, everyone, in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today, as usual. Are we just like living in a simulation or something? Just what the fuck? Okay, just what the fuck? So we have some exclusive news coming from the XRP Army lawyer Jeremy Hogan at Attorney Jeremy on Twitter. What? Like, guys, this is all I have to say. There is, no commentary where I can like make the video, over 10 minutes long to get more ad revenue. Like, dude, there is literally nothing else for me to say than just what the fuck. So you guys know the recent memos that were unsealed by Ripple from 2012, which were, sound legal advice from one of the largest law firms, international law firms in the world, Perkins & Co., was also the same law firm that assisted William Hinman draft his 2018 Ether is no longer a security speech. What the fuck, man? What? Bro, I just can't believe this. Like, I'm not saying this is a good thing or this is a bad thing, but like, oh my God. The same international law firm who gave Ripple the, sound legal advice back in 2012 saying they did not believe, XRP, or as they called it, Ripple credits, were, an investment contract. Perkins & Co. also assisted Hinman draft his 2018 Ether is no longer a security speech. The Perkins & Co. website then posts that other senior officials and the chair of the SEC are in a growing consensus. Growing consensus among SEC officials. On the very same day as Hinman's speech in San Francisco, Valerie, I would assume this is Cheshpanik? I don't know. The SEC's new advisor for digital asset innovation, Gary Goldshole, senior advisor to the director of trading and markets, corroborated Director Hinman's remarks while speaking at a panel event in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill. Specifically, Goldshole reiterated Hinman's position that something can transform from a security to a non-security, which does not make any fucking sense at all, in my opinion. Goldshole made sure to also add that the same instrument could transform back into a security if the facts and circumstances change again. That does not make any sense. How the fuck does a security turn into a commodity and then back into a security later? Does not make any sense. Relatedly, Cheshpanik acknowledged that there is a spectrum for tokens stretching from those that are intended purely for fundraising, i.e. securities, to those that are purely consumptive, i.e. not securities, consumptive as in, banks and small to medium enterprises are solely buying the currency to move money and liquidity across borders. Both Goldshole and Cheshpanik, and again, I do not think I'm saying this correctly, but that's just my best guess, Cheshpanik, comments indicate a building consensus among the SEC staff on these issues. On June 21st, 2018, SEC Chairman Clayton provided further information that the framework outlined in Hinman's speech is the approach SEC staff takes to evaluate whether a digital asset is security. So much for Hinman's opinion. In testimony to the U.S. House of Representatives Financial Services Committee, Clayton emphasized that the SEC will consider the facts and circumstances of a given token sale and utilize a principles-based framework to reach a conclusion on whether the token sales constitutes a securities offering. Under such framework, persons attempting to fund a project, whether it be opening a new manufacturing plant or creating an application on a distributed network, by inviting others to invest in the enterprise based on the expectation that they will profit from other people's efforts, must register their offerings with the SEC or rely on an appropriate exemption from the registration. So, okay, apparently XRP, which was created before Ripple the company, is a security claiming by the SEC, but then Ethereum, who was a legitimate foundation and company that issued an initial token offering. Apparently, that is not. Again, excuse me. Just had a bunch of Coca-Cola. But it's just, guys, this is. Are we in a fucking simulation? Are you kidding me? Like, the big deal recently was that these, 2 legal memos were completely unsealed, from Perkins and Co. from 2012. But then you're telling me this is the same law firm that assisted Hinman in his draft in 2018. I absolutely just, I can't believe this, man. This is just the weirdest shit I have ever seen. And again, this just came out like 30 minutes ago. Strange coincidence, but my wife looked at it this afternoon and thought of something I hadn't thought of. That the guidance Ripple followed back in 2012 is perfectly in line with the Hinman speech. She then argued it so well that I made her do a video with me. Poor thing. So, guys, I just what the fuck, dude? The most recent, breakthrough in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is the Perkins and Co. legal memos from 2012. And again, major international law firm doing about, $1 billion in revenue per year for, again, a law firm. It's like we're just, at this point, dude, we're living in a simulation, man. This is just fucking weird, dude. What are the chances the people that Ripple go to legal advice for in 2012 is the same people Hinman goes to legal advice for his Ether is no longer a security speech? And what does this tell us? If Hinman went to an international law firm to draft his Ether is no longer a security speech, he fucking knew he was doing something wrong. Okay. Being a representative of a, government agency and coming out and all of a sudden saying one single specific cryptocurrency is not a security. Why did he go to Perkins and Co.? Yeah, the motherfucker Hinman, he knew he was doing something wrong, and he went for advice. He went for advice to make sure he stayed within his boundaries to protect himself as much as possible, because he fucking knew deep down inside he was doing something wrong. He was taking a payoff. He was taking a buyout. He was taking a bribe, and he wanted to make sure he could navigate his way with words as best as possible to make himself, not a fall man for the SEC and take some big punishment. See, Ripple went to Perkins and Co. because they wanted legitimate legal advice on, okay, is what we are doing a legal application? Is what we are doing, something that is, correct within the U.S. law? Do we have to register with the SEC? Do we have to register with the government agency? Are we doing anything wrong? Perkins and Co. says no. Most likely, the chances are this is not going to be security. But even then, Perkins and Co., they predicted that the SEC in the future, they literally predicted it and said there's a small chance that the SEC might consider XRP a security in the future. But then, Ripple goes to Perkins and Co. for, legitimate reasons. They're trying to, not just throw caution to the wind and be ignorant and just act super haphazardly and not care about any sort of legal consequences. Ripple was trying to be very, very careful by, getting advice from Perkins and Co. But then the reason Hinman goes to Perkins and Co. is because the motherfucker knows he's doing something wrong, but wants to make sure he can navigate his way through it the most clean way possible because he knows he took bribes. Guys, thank you so much for seeing the video today. I really appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, check the links in the description if you do want to support the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.